Don's View. Aubrey O'Day had an interview with OnlyStans. It's a YouTube channel on YouTube, and she basically talked about a lot of things. You know, one thing I didn't know was that she's got her boobs and I guess her nipples out with nipple clamps, and she's milking herself as a cow and got tats on her punani on her OnlyFans. I guess she's making moves doing that. But she talked about the Diddy contract for bad boy artists. Not all the artists got the contract. She mentioned Danity Kane got it, but Day 26 didn't get it. I don't know, maybe they're probably working on it with Day 26, but they didn't get it, she said. But Danity Kane got it. And so out of the 5 of them, 2 girls, I guess, signed the contract, and the other 3 didn't. And obviously Aubrey's one of the girls that didn't sign it. So the other girl, who knows who the other girl is? I kind of have a feeling it probably is Dawn. But then again, remember Dawn and Diddy is, they've been tight. She worked with him after the group, so maybe, she did take the deal. I was assuming she probably didn't, because she's doing her other music, she's doing other things, so maybe she's focused on her career. Dawn's been keeping it moving. Dawn, she's like, and I love that about her. She doesn't play. She still does her own thing, and she's pushing herself and keep putting out new music and stuff, and that's really dope. So what my thing I thought was interesting about the interview was she mentioned that in the contract that if you sign it, you can't really talk about Diddy. I guess you can't talk about, probably experiences working with him, and you can't say very disrespectful, nasty things about him and his image. And I think this probably has to do with the fact that now he's loved. That's his new name and his new persona. He's trying to really clean it up more, and that whole empowering black artists in music and helping them make more money, which is something that should have been done a long time ago. But she mentioned that she would pay the girls that end up signing it anyway. She would have paid them not to sign it about $700, $800 or whatever. I wanted to know, like, how much is it though? Are they getting $700 a year off of their publishing, or did she mean $700 every quarter? Because if you're getting from your performing rights organization, I guess it's probably a culmination of all of it with the publishing thing. I guess it's probably the pro, and also maybe the MLC, the Mechanical Licensing Collective, maybe multiple places where you're getting that chunk of $700, $800 every three months. So I know some of them, they pay out monthly. So over the course of a year, it could add up to $700, $800, or was it quarterly? Because I just like kind of want to know, because I know Damage was really big. I don't know if it's still getting as much plays or even getting sync placements or whatever, but they did say it's just the publishing he's giving back, which is interesting. And I also thought it was interesting too that with them doing the Christina Aguilera tour, that she said they made money, they recouped, and she used the right word. In this business, in the music business, recouping the money that the record label invested in you as artists is very important, because if you don't recoup that money that they put into you, you know what I'm saying? If you're in this fancy hotel, you ordering all kinds of food, you taking Uber here, Uber there, the label is putting it on their tab, but your name is on it, because they're gonna recoup that money back from you from the ticket sales, CD sales, even though nobody buys CDs anymore, and now streaming sales or whatever it is. They recoup that money back. You know what I'm saying? And then when they recoup that money back, then they take a profit, and then I guess what's left over is what you get. She said they didn't get paid anything. They made money off of her. I guess the girls didn't get paid, which that kind of blew my mind. It's like, wait, they didn't get paid at all? It's ridiculous. I don't know. But I know what one thing with streaming I'm sure they're still getting a good amount of streams. That's why she said, I guess each girl would probably make about $700, $800, I guess, either every quarter or every year. And, you know, but the thing is with streaming has really, you know, shot the musicians, you know, the independent musicians' career to some degree, because you're making like less than half of a cent when your song is streamed. You know, that pie is real small that you're making when your song is streamed. You got to get like millions of streams. You got to get millions of streams to really see some nice, you know, checks. If you're not streaming millions of streams, you know, you're going to be getting chump change here and there. You know what I'm saying? Me as an independent artist, for years I've been getting, you know, kind of chump change checks. They've been getting a little better, especially with Spotify now doing the whole discover mode campaign thing, where you get, you know, you get a chance to get your songs heard by more people. You get your music out there a little more. But it's really tough. Streaming has made it very hard, and I think the key is with artists, both major and independent, obviously, the key is performing. You have to perform. If you do more performances and you try to get out there and do more shows, there's a way you can make more money. You could definitely make consistent money. It's all about performing. And especially if you have a name, if you have merch and you have a name that's out there, merch is a great addition to, you know, your income as an artist. So with Aubrey, I thought that was really interesting. It was a good interview. She talked about a lot of interesting things, including her OnlyFans, which I'm like, you know, Aubrey just went out. She just let it all out, I guess. But as far as this whole bad boy contract, yeah, I think Diddy is trying to clean up his image. As everybody knows, all over the internet, all over YouTube, Diddy's image is not really the best. You know, you got a lot of people making interviews about him, like his former bodyguard is telling all kinds of stories about Diddy and Biggie, and doesn't make Diddy look too good. You know, so many bad boy artists have spoken about Diddy, and, you know, that doesn't look too good. At one point, a couple years ago, one of the guys from the band was talking about Diddy, and you know, I think this is really why he's also doing this. He's doing it to empower black artists, which is a good thing, but I think he's really also doing it because he's trying to clean his name up. You know, if you're gonna have that name Love, you're gonna have to start spreading the love.